All set? Franklin TV Sports presents Franklin High School Girls Soccer. Today, on a early fall day in Franklin, Mass., it's the Panthers with a record of 1-1 taking on the Warriors of Foxboro, who come over to town with a record of 1-2. Hi, neighbors, and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce. Girls soccer front and center here on the Piscini Stadium turf as the Franklin girls will be up against their rivals from Foxboro, the Warriors. Franklin opened the season with a nice 3-0 win against Oliver Ames here at Piscini Stadium, then lost a tough one a couple of days ago to rival KP by the score of 2-1. For Foxboro, the Warriors, they've been involved in 3 games, all shutouts, 2 against them and 1 in their favor. They took Milford 3-0 to start the season, then lost consecutive games to Mansfield at home and to Wachusett at home. So they've been at home for all 3 games. They won 3-0, lost 2-0, and 1-0. That was a penalty shot against Wachusett. So you can figure the Mountaineers are a pretty stiff competition, which leads you to believe Foxboro is a pretty good team. In fact, talking to Coach Jody Klein, by the way, congratulations to Coach Klein. She's now the permanent head coach for the Franklin High girls team. And I talked to her before the game, and she said she had a chance to look at the tape of the Foxboro game, and what they try to do is they try to play the ball over the middle a lot, so she's going to try to defend that with her team. We're all set to go. Franklin in the home blue with white stripes and white numerals, and the Foxboro Warriors in the traveling white. So we have the Panthers defending the goal to our left, and it'll be Foxboro defending the goal to our right. For the Franklin goalkeeper, it's Rachel Welch. She's a senior. She'll get the start, but Jill Hamilton will likely play in the second half. We'll set the starting lineups as we can go along. First for Foxboro, they'll start in goal Ali Sugaris. She is a senior as well, goalkeeper. And they'll have a freshman, Caroline Power, Maddie Luck, a junior, Maeve Casey, a freshman, Erin Foley, a senior, Shay Dorney, a sophomore, Allie Toohey, a senior, Hannah Higgins, a junior, Kaylee Sullivan, a junior, Lindsay Resnick, a senior, and Chloe Ostis, a senior. The Foxborough Warriors are coached by Jen Lipolis. She's in her second year at the helm of the Foxborough team. She's been around Foxborough for about 5 years. However, she pointed out to me she is a Mansfield High graduate. She is a Mansfield Hornet by background, but she's proud to be coaching Foxborough here in the 2023 season. This, as I said, her second year at the helm. Jody Klein, her first full year as permanent coach. She filled in a lot for Coach Geisen last year, and now she's got the job, and she's very happy. She said she's been waiting for it and happy to be able to step up and run the girls program. For the starters for Franklin, as they put the ball in the offensive zone, they'll start in goal, as we said, Rachel Welch, Eiley Sinelli, she's a junior, Allie Powderly, a senior, Morgan Lovell, a sophomore, Anya Zub, she's a good one, she's a senior, Maddie Horton, a senior, Olivia Costa, and we're going to have let's see here, looks like we're going to have a corner. Franklin with the chance. We'll talk about this. Right in on goal. It just sailed a little too high with the corner kick. A good look for the Panthers. And also, Olivia Costa, she's a senior. Cassidy Carmignani, she's a sophomore. And also starting is Celine Hamid. She's a senior. Kelly O'Connor, a junior. And Vera Hansen, a sophomore. Those are your lineups. Franklin against Foxborough. Franklin 1-1. Foxborough 1-2. Throw in on the far side for the Warriors. And they take it down. 1-on-4. Franklin defending well. And the Warriors kick it back. Crossfield pass gets picked off by the Panthers. On the far side with it. Little shove there. Chris Crean is one of the officials. He made the call. And Eric Gomes is the other. That was Kelly O'Connor on the rush off the left wing for the Panthers. So Crean and Gomes, your officials in the green shirts today. Beautiful day, a bit windy, cool. which is a relief from after what we've had here this early fall with the rain and heat. Out to midfield. Franklin's trying to steal it. They do. And it's kicked back, though, to the Warriors. Franklin, Anya Zub. Good move here by the Panthers. They center it up, but nobody home, as that was Olivia Costa with the centering ball. On the far side, the kick by Zub. That's going to go deflect off a Warrior, and Franklin should have it. 2 40-minute halves here from Piscini Stadium in girls soccer. Talking to Coach Klein before the game, the last couple of years, Franklin has made it to the Sweet 16. There's a shot in on goal, the block by a player, and then the save by Sugaris. That ball was up for grabs. It deflected off the back of a Warrior and into the arms of Ali Sugaris. But back to Coach Klein. He's telling me that, you know, with her team finishing in the Sweet 16 the last couple of years, her goal this year is to get to the Elite 8 and hopefully beyond that. She's excited about her team and happy, as we said, to have the head coaching job, replacing the legendary Tom Geisen. It's going to be a goal kick coming for Franklin. Rachel Welch will tee it up. And she goes short side on the left to get it going. Franklin would try to set up offense, and it's stolen. Stolen. Franklin, though, gets through. Costa holding midfield. Nice dribbling by Costa. On the right wing, it comes up. Sent in deep. Franklin with it there to the top. Hesitation move. Beautiful move in the corner, too strong. It's going to go out of bounds. Intended for Allie Powderly, the senior. Goal kick coming for Ali Sugaris, also a senior. And she hits it low. Blocked there by Panthers. That was taken by Vera Hansen, the sophomore. All the bait whack is going to go. Chasing it back is Eiley Sinelli. Also well, she is a junior, rather. Franklin working it up. Costa chips it forward. Ball kept in bounds by Anya Zub. It's hard to believe Anya is now a senior. Been following her for all 4 years. A talented player is Zub. Franklin keeps it in on the far side. Now it goes off. Kelly O'Connor. It'll be Warriors with the throw-in. No score. Almost 7 minutes in. So glad you're with us, fans, here on Franklin TV. Our producer and our director today is Chris Flynn. And on the camera work is Scott Tooker. Sent back to Welch. She has to kick it. Offense charging in, putting some pressure here on the forecheck are the Warriors. Franklin, though, beats it up to midfield. Too strong. Intended there for Vera Hansen. A throw-in, though, coming for the Panthers. And they get upfield, but into the leg of a Warrior. Franklin, though, controls that midfield. Move by Costa. As a player on the left wing, the shot is just wide. A good look for the Panthers. Her shot was wide. I believe that was Kelly O'Connor. We'll check that out for you in just a moment. Yes, it was Kelly O'Connor with that good look. So we stay scoreless. So many shutouts here in this season. Franklin with one, Foxboro with one over Milford, and Foxboro shut out twice by Mansfield and Wachusett on a penalty shot. Franklin at midfield. Warriors get to it, but they kick it out. And it's going to be Allie Powderly with the throw-in. Intended for Hansen, taken back by Franklin. Nice move there by Morgan Lovell. Powderly centers it up. Nobody home, and it's cleared out. Franklin goes back to retrieve. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. It was guided out by Morgan Lovell. She is a sophomore. And the throw in coming for Allie Powderly. And she'll drop it back for Maddie Horton, who's in the game. She's a starter. Back line to Eiley Sinelli. The Warriors boom it through. Headed there by Panther. And on the far side, trying to keep it in are the Panthers, and they do. Good header there by Kelly O'Connor, but it's off of her and out of bounds. And on the throw-in line come the Warriors. We've played almost 10 minutes here from Piscini Stadium. Powderly. There's a shot on goal. One hopper is contained by Sugaris. Not a lot of power behind that shot, but a pretty good look for the Panthers. And that shot was taken by Olivia Costa. High punt. It's going to clear the midfield line and keep rolling. And this will roll right out of bounds. So a throw in coming. No rain, thankfully. Bit cool, but windy. Rather perfect, I would say, for a soccer game ahead of the storm tomorrow. And it's going to be a free kick inside midfield for Foxboro High. Strong left-footed boot. It's going to come all the way in. And Welch will field it. Not on goal, but she steps out of her box to field it. And she'll set up a goal kick. She'll just roll it on the left wing. Kick back to Welch. Allie Powderly will try to get something started for the Panthers. Powderly cannot get to it. It'll be thrown in on the near sideline by Foxboro High. With the throw in there for the Warriors is Kaylee Sullivan, a junior. Double team Franklin with the steal. Up to midfield. Zub spins around, finds O'Connor, and is kicked back to the back line for the Panthers. And they'll kick it back to Welch to relieve the pressure. A lot of white shirts around her. Franklin trying to get it out beyond midfield. They cannot. Evenly played game so far. 12 minutes in. Franklin with some space. Goes by Zub. Zub has it back. Give and go. Zub still controls it. And will settle it down. Leaves it on the far side. Back into O'Connor. Kelly. One-on-one. Controlling. Kelly, she's going to blast one. Just wide. Just wide. The goalkeeper, I'm not sure would have gotten to it. That's Sugaris. So O'Connor's drive is just wide. And we stay scoreless. Goal kick coming for the Franklin High Warriors. .27-16 left in the first half. Kick comes through. Fielded there by Maddie Horton. Chipped forward by Costa. Too strong, and that's going to stay in bounds. Nope, out of bounds. Referee Chris Crean makes the call. Veteran official working with Eric Gomes today. For the Warriors, and they're traveling white. Throw in coming one hopper. Thrown in by Maddie Luck. Hit the other way, it's kept in bounds. Now it's going to be out of bounds. Franklin should have it here, and they do. And with the honors is Morgan Lovell. This is she with it teed up. Set piece on the far side. Morgan. Arm up, comes through. Sends it deep, right in front, on the fly. Picked off in there by Sugaris. Nice kick by Lovell, but Sugaris was waiting for it. And she'll punt it. High punt. Takes a Warrior bounce to midfield. Franklin again, controlling the midfield area. Kelly O'Connor. And too strong for Eiley Sinelli. Franklin still controlling it to Lovell. This is she with it. Near midfield. Kick back to Horton. Maddie with some space. Now it's sent into the offensive zone. For Horton again. Horton with a big blast. Headed there by a Panther. And now it's cleared by Foxboro. And Eiley Sinelli will chase it down deep in her own end. And she'll drop it back for Rachel Welch, the senior goalkeeper. 24:48 to go, first half. This is Vera Hansen. Her ball is intercepted. Kicked back by Lovell. Morgan. Franklin on the speed to keep it in play. Back to Welch. Rachel. Franklin. Drilling it up. And now the ball goes out. It'll be reversed, and Foxboro will have it. So both teams looking to get on the board first. We're scoreless here from Piscini Stadium. At the moment, not too strong of a wind. And the throw in for the Warriors. Franklin hits it, but to a defender. And now Maddie Horton. Try to generate some space. Back to Morgan Lovell. Back to Welch. We've seen this tune before. Rachel. White shirts bearing down on her. Side kick, that's going to stay in. Bodied up by a Panther. Back to Welch. Maddie Horton now. Vera Hansen. To midfield, the ball is through, but it's controlled by Foxboro, their back line, which comes up for the ball. It skips off the head there of Maddie Horton, all the way down to Rachel Welch. Horton tried to head it, but it just skinned off her head and kept going. Franklin controlling in the midfield, but they can't get that final third attack going. They've had a few shots on goal. Welch really hasn't been tested yet. There's a blast blocked. That's a handball by Maddie Horton. She blocked it, but she used her hand to do it, so it's going to be a free kick coming. So a good look, a good opportunity for Foxboro. Horton just put her hand up. And with the free kick is going to be Caroline Power, a freshman. Franklin with the wall in front of her, about 12 yards up. And Welch limbering up in goal. This is Power for the free kick. She's going to go through. Welch with the catch right into her midsection. And so a good look by Foxboro, but just a straight ball by Power. And Welch was all over it. Here's a steal, though, by Foxboro. Coming in, still centering it up. And it's Zub who kicks it out of play. Out there for O'Connor. Drilled back. Chasing it down. Not able to save it. There was Cassidy Carmignani. Carmignani, a sophomore. She plays defense and forward. Throw in coming on the far corner for Foxboro. Power fans on the shot. It comes out deep. Franklin with a good surge defensively keeps pushing the Warriors back, and they win the ball. And so look at the throw in on the far side with 20:51 to go here in the first half. Pete Royce with you from the press box of Piscini Stadium. And the throw in for Franklin. Ball loose at midfield. Controlled there by Morgan Lovell. Taken back, and it's going to be Welch. Will she let it go out? No, she's going to stop it and drop it and kick it. On the far side, Lovell again. She's seen plenty of action for Costa. Olivia, good footwork. Panthers has an open player on the right side. It's Allie Powderly. She centers it up for Zub. The ball is still loose. Powderly chasing it. Costa chasing it down, keeping the ball in play with this rush for the Panthers. And she'll center it up. This is going to be Lovell. She puts one through, but past the end line, out of bounds. Goal kick coming for Foxboro. So both teams still off the board here. That was a good look by the Panthers. And Ali Sugaris has it teed up for the goal kick. More than midway through this first half. Franklin centering it up. Hansen just sails over her head. Costa can't control, and it's boomed out of bounds by Foxboro. And a throw in coming for Allie Powderly. The run up to Hopper. Nice pass there. In front, they had Zub, but they couldn't connect. Now O'Connor has it. O'Connor, she's going to go with the right leg. Ball comes in. In front again was Costa, but the goalkeeper, Sugaris, made the play just in time. Heads up play by Ali Sugaris, the senior goalkeeper for the Warriors, and she'll punt it out. And that goes inadvertently off a Panther leg. Can they keep it in bounds? Yes, they do. Nice hustle there by the Panther. That was Ali Powderly. Costa can't control. Taken back by Maeve Casey. Casey, a freshman. Franklin on the far side. Controlled there by O'Connor. Now deep. Back to Welch it goes. Rachel. Maddie Horton. Nice play there to Vera Hansen. This is what the Panthers like to do. Find that open wing on the rush. But it's turned back. Hansen blocks it. Now it's chipped forward by Maeve Casey. The rush for it not in time, and Franklin on the near side throw-in line will have the ball. 17:47 to go, first half. We are scoreless from Piscini Stadium in Franklin. Allie Powderly waits for the whistle, gets it from Eric Gomes, and her throw-in comes through to Zub. With it now is Ava Villela. She's a junior. So Coach Klein going to her bench here today. Hesitation move here by the Panthers. And they kick it forward. They find a player on the right wing. It's Powderly. She gets through first line of defense, but the ball is blocked. Still charging through is Zub, and Zub is warded off on the play. She tries to box out a defender, but strong play by Foxboro. There's the centering blast by Costa. The one hopper is fielded by Ali Sugaris. Well, you can see the fans anticipating that potential move and scoring opportunity for Zub, but good defense denied it, and Sugaris kicks a high one. Horton heads it. Also in the game now is Megan Griffith. She's a junior. To Powderly, and she'll drop it to the back line. Horton will go deeper to Rachel Welch. On the left wing. Out of bounds. Franklin will still have it. Whistle stops play. We have a couple of subs coming in, the reason for the whistle. And finally, the throw-in for the Panthers. Franklin with good hustle there, but it's kept in by the Panthers. Now hit near the sideline, but controlled by Franklin. Drop it back just inside midfield for Horton. To the near side for Allie Powderly. Allie. Over to Megan Griffith. This is Griffith with it now. Megan chips it over to Powderly. 15:27 to go in the half. Franklin moving the ball around. This is Villela. Her ball intended for O'Connor. She can't get to it. It's going to be drilled out of bounds by Foxboro, and Franklin will have it in the offensive third. Quick throw in by the Panthers. Picked off in there by Foxboro. Griffith tries to get a block on it. She cannot. Ball out to midfield and beyond. Nobody there but blue shirts and a green shirt worn by goalkeeper Rachel Welch, who tracks it down. And she'll set up the goal kick. We are scoreless here from Piscini Stadium. And she'll roll it to Horton. Villela, Ava. That defense has been pretty strong for Foxboro. Everything difficult. Both sides. Not much offense so far. And Welch will scoop it up. Rachel Welch will settle things down a bit. One bounce and the punt. Low. Hopper eludes. Lovell now headed back. Far side. Can the Panthers keep it in? No, they cannot. The attempt there by Kelly O'Connor. And they're going to say, though, it was hit off a Foxboro player. Player is hurt for Foxboro. Going out is Maddie Luck. She's attended to by Franklin trainer Jen Edmonds. She may have a bloody nose. Chipped away by the Panthers. Franklin. And it's taken back by Foxboro. Horton with a beautiful header. She headed that one some 25 yards upfield. Villela gets it to O'Connor. Kelly back deep. And Franklin again has to go back to go forward. This is Maddie Horton. 14 is Megan Griffith, the junior. Left-footed boot there. Coming in. O'Connor. Good defense. The centering pass by O'Connor, too strong for Griffith. Coming back for it, though, is Gwen Holland, who's in the game. And Foxboro is going to send it back, and Powderly will play it. 12:30 to go, first half. Powderly. Ball goes forward, deflected. Now it's, boomed into the second row of the bleachers. And it's going to roll down the bleachers. And new ball put in play. Powderly has it for the Panthers deep in the corner. And it's going to be off of the defense, so Powderly will have the throw in. Now it's off here. This could be a play in for the Panthers. A corner. It went off Foxboro on their own goal. So it's going to be a corner kick for the Panthers. And Allie Powderly will have the honor. Powderly with the corner. Low kick. It skips through, but it gets by everybody. It's going to be chased down by Villela. Left-footed boot there. Powderly comes back to field it. Horton, Franklin spreading the field. Everybody getting a touch. Both teams playing sound soccer here today. Not a lot of mistakes. Horton for Griffith. Megan drops it back for Villela on the right wing for Powderly. Her shot is blocked. And is that going to roll back? Just kept in, avoiding a corner. Or do they get the corner? They do. That did not stay in. Another corner for the Panthers. It's going to be Powderly in swinging it on the near side. Powderly drives it home. A header there, too strong by Zub. It goes over the crossbar. I think it went over the football goalpost as well. 10:29 left first half. No score. Goal kick for Ali Sugaris. Ali drives it to midfield. It's going to be out of bounds in front of the Franklin bench. Headed up there by Jody Klein, the new permanent first-year coach now. Gets tabbed to replace Tom Geisen. O'Connor sends it up. Foxboro there. Franklin trying to advance it. The shot by Ava Villela. On the right wing is Powderly. Can she get to it? Yes, she can. Allie, defense closing. It goes off the defender. It's going to be yet another corner. You have a feeling that Powderly's doing that deliberately to set up her corner plays. It's like 3 in a row. Franklin moving around in the box. Villela is there. Waiting the entry by Allie Powderly. Here it is. A little higher this time. Coming through. Locked up there. Defender and offensive player. The blast there. It rolls in on Zukaris from Anya Zub. Zub, I don't think got everything on it. She went with her left leg. Might have caught the corner of her shoe and went in and was played pretty well by Ali Sugaris. So Franklin controlling the game here a little bit lately. Griffith with the Panthers with the ball. This is she, Megan Griffith. Blocking it now for the Panthers is Gwen Holland, the sophomore. Ball comes in. The shot is tipped away by Welch. Tipped away by Welch. On the blast by the Panthers, their best opportunity. That's going to be yet another corner as the goalkeeper had it go on the back line, but she made the save. So Powderly again. I believe this is 4. Now Maddie Horton, the big defender, is hanging around the goal crease. See if she can get to the ball. Powderly with 7:54 to go. Yet another corner kick. Here it is. It sails over Horton and was just off the shoulder there of Villela. And it's going to be played on the far side. It'll go to the Warriors. Franklin with pressure, but they can't finish the deal. Another difference in style. It looks like Franklin passing the ball more often per possession than Foxboro, which tends to go for the big home run ball. Far side, Panthers will have the throw in. Off Zub, rolls into the deep corner, saved, now kicked over to the sideline out of bounds. Franklin will have the throw in. Coming up on 7 minutes to go in the first half. Scoreless. Heavy traffic. Players bumping. Villela. Back to Powderly. Back to Villela. Villela playing with a brace on one of her legs. Franklin still controlling it. They keep it in. This is Horton. Griffith Back to Horton. These are the things that Franklin's been doing, passing the ball a lot. Looking for that first opportunity. Villela sends it back to Maddie Horton. Powderly for Villela. Ava. O'Connor controls nicely. Left-footed boot. Gets it to a teammate. The centering pass. It goes off of Panther, still in control. In front, Villela. I'm sorry, not Villela. It's going to be Griffith. And collision, ball out of bounds. And it's going to be awarded to the Warriors with under 6 minutes to go in a scoreless first half. Franklin 1-1 on the season. Foxboro 1-2. Ball tipped by Villela over to Gwen Holland on the right side, intended there for Zub, couldn't get to her. And now Powderly is going to be called for a violation, I believe, an offside against the Panthers. And the ball will go back to the Warriors with 5:09 to go in the first half. We're scoreless. Checking into the game now for Coach Jody Klein is Ava Workman, the senior. Her first action today, I believe. Horton drops it back. Back to Horton. Maddie, strong leg. It goes through. Foxboro skies one. It's going to be a lot of spin on the ball. Headed by Foxboro. That's a good try by the Foxboro player, but Shea Dorney is called for a violation, and the ball will go to the Panthers with under 4:30 to go. This is Villela. Her ball is stolen. Foxboro with an offensive advance for the first time in a while. It's going to roll into Rachel Welch. We anticipate Jill Hamilton playing the second half. We'll see if that unfolds. Welch has looked good. Not tested a lot. Certainly not tested as much as Sugaris on the other side of the ledger. Her punt is picked up in there by Villela. Intended for Griffith, turned away by Foxboro. Now Franklin controls again. Franklin on the right wing for Powderly. Allie, player in front. She chips it forward, but Foxboro blocks it. And they send it to midfield where Horton is there. Horton back for Villela. And it'll go all the way back to Eiley Sinelli, the junior. She'll drop it for Welch. 3:22 to go in the first half. We're scoreless. Horton. Griffith. She's locked a pair of 14s going at it. Controlled by Villela. Back to Griffith. Now it's controlled the other way by Shea Dorney. And blocking it nicely was Villela. A steal the other way, and the blast is going to go past the goal line. Goal kick coming for Franklin with 2:55 to go here in the first half. Welch drops it on the left wing. Again, you always have that charging Foxboro player to kind of give the offense something to think about. It's hit through to midfield. This is where Franklin has been good. Kaylin Bruno is in the game. And it's going to be chased back. And that ball will be going all the way down past the goal line. So it'll be a goal kick coming as Eiley Sinelli let it roll, and so did Welch. Coming up on 2 minutes, we anticipate the clock will be stopped at that time, and the clock will be controlled on the field by Eric Gomes and Chris Crean, the officials for today's game. Welch. Franklin starts it out. Villela wasn't expecting that. Forecheck, ball is blocked. Powderly tries to clear it, cannot. Now it goes over to Griffith, and she'll drop it for Horton. Franklin trying to get something going. They have Anya Zub. This is she in the middle of the field. Zub drops it on the left wing for Bruno. Kaylin with a blast. It's wide left. Our thanks to Kaylin Bruno's dad, Jerry, for giving us a lot of information on Hockomock soccer, Hockomock sports soccer. Thank Jerry for that. Jerry involved with special events here on the Franklin Athletic side of the field. Villela has it roll up on her leg, controlled by nobody. Let's see, they're going to go give it to Foxboro. We're under 2 minutes. Clock is stopped on the big clock. Headed back by Villela. Goes over Zub's head and knocked forward by Foxboro. Sinelli back for the Panthers, charging through. Anya Zub makes a move. Anya centers it up for Villela. Ava, send a player in on the right wing is Powderly. Allie, defense closing. She'll go high over the defense. In front is blocked. Blocked again by Bruno. And Griffiths is chased down now by Bruno. And her left-footed shot is blocked. And it's going to be kept in. Bruno again chips it. Looked like a handball, but no call against Foxboro. The ball is loose, and Foxboro clears it. It's going to go out of bounds at midfield. Very few seconds left here in the first half. We're scoreless. The score sheet is empty. No yellow cards, no penalties. Well-played game here today. Franklin trying to close out the half in style, and that is a double whistle ending the play in the first half. We go 40 minutes from Pacini Stadium. Nothing to nothing. Pretty evenly played game. I would say Franklin maybe with more possessions, more time of possession, that's for sure, as they've passed the ball a lot. We're going to take a break and be back in about 9 minutes for the start of the second half. You're watching exciting Franklin High girls soccer on Franklin TV. We'll be back in just a little while. Welcome back, fans, to Piscini Stadium on the Franklin High campus. Pete Royce with you, along with Chris Flynn and Scott Tooker. We're scoreless at halftime. Franklin and Foxboro. The Warriors played real sound. Their defense is very impressive. They struggle on the offensive end a little bit to generate opportunities. Franklin has had way more corner kicks than Foxboro. That's going to be about 5-0, I think. And Franklin, though, still unable to cash in. And let's see if they have switched out goalkeepers. Rachel Welch had a good first half, and she is going to be replaced now by Jill Hamilton. Hamilton, a sophomore, gets the call in place of senior Rachel Welch. So Coach Klein told us before the game that she'll go with Hamilton in the second half. She's a tall player, and she will be in goal for the Panthers, trying to keep this shutout going on their side defensively. For Foxboro, we anticipate Sugaris to be going the route for Coach Jen Lipolis. So good to have you with us here on Franklin TV. We're just starting the fall sports season on Franklin TV. The team here is 1-1. They took a nice victory against OA back on the 7th, and their only loss came just 3 days ago to King Philip at KP by the score of 2-1. We're scoreless at halftime, and the center pass will be coming for Foxboro. They'll be going now from left to right across your screens. Franklin going from right to left. We're underway here in the second half. Franklin goes back on defense. Sinelli, too strong for Hansen, taken back by Foxboro. Chipped out by Vera Hansen. And the throw-in coming for Foxboro. And I just lost a sheet of paper. Okay. Chris, if he could help me with that, that will help me tremendously. The wind just picked up and sent my sheet about 20 yards down the aisle. Thank you. So we get it back. Can't tell the players without a program. Oh, a little gust took me offline here. The throw-in coming for Foxboro. Again, very few scoring opportunities for the Warriors today. Franklin has had some, but still, like Foxboro, off the board. First couple of minutes of play stolen by Powderly, and she'll kick it back. Out there now for the Panthers is Cassidy Carmignani. She's a sophomore. Ball is stolen. Taken back by the Warriors. Maddie Horton by the Powderly blocks it. Centered back out for Morgan Lovell. Lovell. Ball is too strong in behind Carmignani. She had to look back, couldn't get to it. Throw in coming on the near side for the Warriors. Getting a little more cloudy here at Piscini Stadium. It's going to roll back to first touch in the game for Jill Hamilton. Lovell controlling it in the open field. Back for Horton, back to Lovell. Lovell sends it to midfield for Vera Hansen, left-footed boot. Comes through for Costa, chased down now and booted out of bounds by Foxboro. Throw-in coming for the Panthers. They get it in. This is Morgan Lovell. Horton will come up and send one through. It skips through. Franklin had Zub there, but the ball had a lot of English on it and goes to the back line. And let's see what they're going to call here for the Panthers. It might be a corner. I believe it will be another corner for Franklin. They've had a few. And it's going to be Allie Powderly again. It's time from the far side. In front, we see Olivia Costa. Here's Powderly headed there. Another header in front. And the one hopper is caught by Ali Sugaris. Franklin with pressure, but they can't convert. And the ball will go back to Foxboro. We've played about 3.5 minutes here in the second half. We're still looking for our first goal of the game. O'Connor heads it back to midfield. Powderly's going to chase it, get to it, keeps it in. Maybe if goes off her, though, and it's going to be controlled by Foxboro on the throw-in, front of their bench. So it's Hamilton in goal now for Franklin. And a whistle stops play. It's going to go back to the Panthers. They had it, but the whistle will stop it. Eric Gomes making the call on the far side. And Hamilton will just drop it low for Horton. For Lovell. Chip that back from Zub. Franklin controlling it. This is Powderly. Costa, Olivia, spins through. Back it comes out deep. And now it's taken back. Trying to control it there momentarily was Celine Hamad. Throw in coming for Franklin. This is Sinelli. She'll drop it back for Hamilton. For Maddie Horton. A lot of play inside the midfield area. But now a possible opportunity for Foxboro. They have a player open on the left side, one charging in the middle, but the centering pass is blocked and taken back by Franklin. Nice play by the Panthers to thwart that advance for Foxboro. Hansen, left-footed boot, goes back, and goalkeeper Sugaris will play it. Foxboro starts out. One pass out a little bit further, now played back by Caroline Power, the freshman. Franklin with some good pressure by Vera Hansen. Can't win the ball, however. Now it's sent out to midfield. It connects. Foxboro, player in the middle. Player cutting up right. They find her on the right. She has to go back for it. Kicks it backwards. Chipped away, but not enough. And still the control by Foxboro. And now Horton sends one high. A lot of spin on it. Foxboro still in control. Ball charging through. Powderly boxes out. Is she going to win it? I think so. A goal kick coming. Nice play by Allie Powderly to win that ball. She blocked out with her body the oncoming rusher for Foxboro. And Jill Hamilton has it set up in the box. 33-14 to go. 0-0. Franklin and Foxboro. Lovell drops it back for Horton. Ball skips through, intended there for Villela, rather Carmignani. It's off her, I believe. Ball will go back to Foxboro. Pretty good crowd on hand here. The stands are good occupancy. As Horton sends one to midfield. Anya Zub. Franklin charging through, trying to find a player on the right wing, hustling for it there. And knocking over the corner stick was Olivia Costa. Gomes will do a little housekeeping, put the pole back up, and award the ball to Foxboro. So Costa couldn't quite get to it. Good effort by Olivia. And Foxboro will have it on in their own end. Throw in. Costa battling for it. She goes down. And it's going to be a foul called against Costa. It'll be Warrior ball. Going to be a run up to this one. Set piece, left-footed boot. Sails down to midfield Franklin takes it back. Again, neither team really getting anything going. This is Celine Hamad, and she'll drop it back. Now the kick comes through. Zub into heavy traffic. Franklin with the left-footed boot in the goal. Left-footed boot in the goal. It's Kelly O'Connor. Kelly O'Connor bangs one home with her left leg, and Franklin is on the board at 31-21. The Panthers won, Foxboro no score. So the pressure finally pays off. Zub was in the mix, and she found Kelly O'Connor. O'Connor with the blast at 31-21, the first goal of the game. Franklin won, Foxboro no score. Center pass in now for Foxboro, now playing from behind. Will the goal hold up? Will this open things up a little bit as Hamilton will come up and catch the rolling ball? She'll roll it out to Lovell. Lovell back there for Carmignani. Costa for Powderly. Alley gets to it and centers it up. Blocked there by Foxboro. Powderly gets it again. Franklin in the scoring zone. The rolling kick is blocked in front. The shot by Hansen. She couldn't get a lot on it. And Sugaris makes the save. And Alley will start things off for Foxboro. Nice high punt. A lot of spin on it. Hansen sends it back. Tended there, but too strong for Kelly O'Connor. And the Warriors will have it back with 30 minutes and 4 seconds to go here in the game. Throw in, almost picked off in there by Carmignani. It goes back to Horton. For Eiley Sinelli. Maddie Horton. Far side. Ahmad couldn't control, and the ball will go over to Foxboro. Short throw in. Heavy traffic. Franklin gets to it, and they send it down. Hansen for O'Connor, and kicked out of there and kicked out of bounds over the head of Coach Jody Klein, newly appointed varsity coach here in Franklin. Throw in for Powderly. And Franklin will advance it upfield. Powderly again. She drops it for Lovell. Foxboro with some good control. And they go back to field it. Sending it through, but right there, it goes by Horton. Maddie's going to chase it down. She's going to go to Hamilton, who has to kick it out. Nice kick by Hamilton. That looks like off a Foxboro player. An inadvertent hit there by Foxboro. She had time to seize it, but it just went off her. I don't think she was expecting the ball to carry that far. Costa. This is Kelly O'Connor. She's got the lone goal of the game. Going for another. It's blocked. It still comes through. Zub has it. Couldn't turn on it. She'll send it back out to Powderly. Alley unloads from the right wing and caught on the fly by Ali Sugaris. We stay at 1-0. Franklin and Foxboro, the homestanding Panthers with the lead. Punt there. Spins out near midfield. Just charged through is Carmignani to O'Connor. Nice play by Carmignani to win that ball. Now it's taken back by Foxboro. Back and forth we go. Franklin with it at midfield. Morgan Lovell into a defender. Ball out just shy of midfield. Now Foxboro takes it over the midline. Heavy traffic. 3 Panthers all around that offensive player. Kicked out. It should be the Panthers with the ball, I do believe. 27-10. left in the game. Franklin 1, Foxboro no score. It's been a grinder here. Powderly for Vera Hansen. 4 white shirts around her. Controlled by the Warriors. And they sent it out of bounds. Foxboro loses it. Franklin will have it. Under 27 to go. Getting a bit more cloudy here. Still nice conditions. Celine Hamad up on the right wing for Zub. Zub with that great speed. Zub carries it through. Zub centers it up. It's going to be caught. Picked out. I'll tell you, if she doesn't come down with that ball, there's a Panther all over her. And that would be Kelly O'Connor, who will be looking for goal number 2. But Sukaris sends a high hopper to midfield and beyond. Good roll on it. Horton kind of backs it into it. And on the far side, it's controlled by Foxboro. They keep it in bounds. Hamad went back to get it, but Vera Hansen leans on a player. Ball comes up to Foxboro, and Maddie Horton blocks the attempt. A lot of spin on it. It's going to be kept in beautifully, and going down real hard was Cassidy Carmignani. Let's see if there's going to be a card on this play. I don't believe so. Chris Crean right there. No card. Just heavy contact. Carmignani took a huge spill. And it's going to be Eiley Sinelli to kick it in. Zub couldn't get to it, but she keeps it in play. This is O'Connor trying to chase it down in the left corner. Look at the speed of O'Connor, and she keeps it in bounds. Kelly O'Connor with great speed, and she centers it up. It's through Hansen. Now out deep. Zub comes through with it, and now Foxboro clears it to midfield. Foxboro trying to body it up. 2 defenders come in and just shut her down. That is Lovell and Hansen, and Lovell with it. Franklin with some strong play, some good fundamental play in this game today. Typical of a Panther team. We're under 25 minutes to go in the game. It's Franklin 1 and Foxboro no score. So glad you're with us, fans, here on Franklin TV, streaming worldwide on YouTube. Foxboro has not had many scoring opportunities. Trying to get the equalizer. It gets through, but Horton is there. Good positional play by the Panthers to stop that play. And now it's controlled by Sarah Deckers. Franklin with the steal. Zub cannot get to it. It's controlled by Foxboro, and they kick it out of bounds inside of midfield. Throw in coming for the Panthers. Hamad rather. This is O'Connor. Again with that speed from the left corner. Left boot in front. The centering pass, and the blast there is blocked. Bicycle kick back by Foxboro. Franklin keeps it in. Out it comes. The left-footed boot hits a defender, and it's going to trickle past the goal line. It might have been off Foxboro. This could be a corner kick again for Franklin. Good pressure by the Panthers. And this time on the corner, it's going to be, with the honors for the Panthers, Celine Hamad, the senior. So we've seen Powderly in this situation, but now Celine Hamad will get it. Franklin has Zub, Costa, Hansen, and Horton. Comes through high, tended there, still loose. The shot there by Hansen is blocked. Hansen battles for it. She shoots wide. The shot, the score. Hansen gets it over to Anya Zub. Anya Zub from Hansen. Franklin leads it 2-0, but it was Hansen who kept battling for it and won the ball, and she fed Anya Zub. The talented senior scores for Franklin, makes it 2-0 Warriors. The score comes with 23:01. So it took about 8 minutes and 20 seconds in between the 2 Panther goals. That was a beautiful one. But credit Hansen for digging that ball out to Zub. This is Celine Hamad. Remember, Celine Hamad started that with a good corner kick. Franklin on top now with a little bit of breathing room. 2-0. They chip it forward. Zub looking for another one. Ball is going to ricochet and kept in by Foxboro. They'll play it through. Well, one thing Coach Klein told us, a foul here on Foxboro, she was going to try to deny Foxboro from taking that big through ball in the center of the field. And I think she's done that. It's been Horton has been back there really stopping any type of advance of that nature. And it's going to be a free kick for the Panthers. They're going to blast it going high on the fly. It's caught. So that was Horton with the kick. Sukaris makes the save. Under 22 minutes to go. Here's Sukaris. High kick to midfield. Franklin around the ball. O'Connor to Vera Hansen. Back for Morgan Lovell. Hansen again getting her nose in there. Hamad. Far side. Foxborough takes it upfield now. Ball is kept in play, and there's Horton again denying any further advance, and she sends it inbounds to Sub. Anya looking for the call, gets the call. She was telling the official which way to point to, and she was right. Throw in coming. This is Morgan Lovell. Blocked on the back line. Rarely the Panthers go for a shot that deep. Controlled by Lovell again. The right wing. Hamad. In the corner it goes. Left-footed boot, centering pass in front of Zub, and it rolls in to the waiting arms of Ali Sugaris. 2-0 Franklin coming up on 20 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the game, almost midway through the second half. Both goals scored by Franklin, both in this half after a scoreless first 40. O'Connor, she's got one of the two Panthers goals. With that speed, the left-footed boot goes all the way in, and lunging for it and making the save is going to be Ali Sugaris. Sugaris, a senior. And she'll punt it out. Hits Lovell. Franklin with that clean back line. Over to Eiley Sinelli. Hamad, it's through, and Hamilton just chips it to Sinelli. Nice touch hit there by Jill Hamilton. Horton for Kelly O'Connor. Kelly back out for Sinelli. The pass is blocked. Blocked again, kept in. Oh, it just out of bounds. A nice lunging play there by Cassidy Carmignani. Couldn't make the play, called for out of bounds. Throw in coming for Foxborough. 19:30 left. 2-0 Franklin. Franklin has one shutout on the season out of their first two games over OA. So far, looking good. Sinelli will drop it back for Hamilton. Back for Eiley Sinelli. Sinelli, Jr. Carmignani for Morgan Lovell. Morgan, the middle of the field for Zub. Anya, that great control. Left-footed boot for O'Connor. Beautiful pass. Kelly O'Connor is going to get to it. Keeps it in bounds. Kelly O'Connor coming through. Unloads. The shot is tipped away by Sugaris. Beautiful play by Ali Sugaris. Kelly O'Connor that time showcased her powerful right leg. Got to the ball on the pass from Zub. Spun around and blasted one, and Sugaris just got a tip on it. Perfect form for Sugaris. Corner kick for the Panthers. They send it in. Pressure still on. Zub can't get to it. And Foxborough will clear it out. Just shy of midfield. It's going to be out of bounds. Franklin will have the throw in. So a lot of pressure by Franklin. Oh, yes, it is a throw in for Franklin. A lot of pressure by the Panthers. Ball is inadvertently hit out by Franklin. It'll go over to Foxborough. Under 18 to go in the game. Foxborough coached by Jen Lipolis. She's a graduate of Framingham State. And that looked like a push, but no foul. Midfield, Franklin. Now the whistle stops play. It's going to go to Foxboro. Franklin looking for a call earlier in that sequence, but didn't get it. Now they're called for a foul. It's going to be a free hit coming for Foxboro. Foxboro just beyond midfield. Left-footed boot is low, driving it through. Horton blocks it. Chased down, spun around is Olivia Costa, and the ball will go to Franklin. Franklin has it. Subs coming in for the Panthers now. Villela comes in, and also coming in for the Franklin is Kaylin Bruno. Bruno and Villela in the game for Coach Jody Klein. .16:32 left. 2-0. The sun trying to peek through the clouds. With it there is Megan Griffith. Franklin can't get to it. Sent upfield. Foxboro unable to get their offense going. Ball spinning through. Blocked, kicked back to Maddie Horton. Horton for Zub. Can't get to it. Is going to be kicked upfield by Foxboro. Nice settling kick there by Shea Dorney for Foxboro. Chased down by Caroline Power, the freshman. Franklin steals it, head for Zub. She can't get to it and just kicked into the woods by that Foxboro player. That was over everything on the far sideline. See if that ball can come back. Throw in coming for Franklin. Coming up on 15.5 minutes to go in the game. Franklin with 2 second-half goals. Leads it 2-0. Violation on the Panthers. Foxboro will get things going deep in their own end. That's where they've played most of the game. Goalkeeper comes out deep to start it. Kept in. Franklin steals it at near midfield for O'Connor. Kelly drops it for Carmignani. She floats one high. O'Connor again over the head of Zub. Ball is around. Zub can't get to it. And heads up play. Heads up play. No hesitation there by Ali Sugaris. Sugaris with the kick. Villela back for Franklin. One thing Coach Lippolis told us before the game, don't underestimate Franklin. Traditionally strong, and she's been right about that. She's given her team all that they can handle here so far today. Still plenty of time left, of course. And on the far side, officials whistle it in for Foxboro. They throw it in short. Villela on defense. Looks for Zub. Again, a lot of pressure as Foxboro unable to really get their offense generated in the offensive third. O'Connor back for the Panthers. Carmignani. She'll go all the way back to Hamilton. And Jill for Horton back to Hamilton. A little left-footed boot intercepted. Played back by Sinelli. She's got a box out. She keeps it in for Carmignani. And Carmignani, Cassidy, near midfield. A lot of power behind that. It rolls up. Franklin Villela for O'Connor. Leaves it on the left wing. Panthers on the rush. Coming up with it is Carmignani. Cassidy. She stops, still has the ball in front of it, so she centers it up for Zub. Zub for O'Connor. O'Connor with the left-footed boot over the head of Zub. Still controlled by the Panthers. Pressure is still on. The left-footed boot is blocked. The ball rolls out and covered by Villela. Horton there for the Panthers. Under 13 minutes left. Carmignani. Cassidy plays it well. Out deep for Megan Griffith. Megan. From Villela, back to Villela. Left-footed boot is high, and over everything, a blast by Kaylin Bruno. And over the goal kick coming for Foxboro with 12 minutes and 5 seconds to go in the game. Franklin's next game after today will be here on September 19th, hosting Taunton, a 3:45 kick. Headed out by O'Connor to the corner, saved there by Franklin. Back to O'Connor. She's got some space, and capturing it now for Franklin is going to be Villela. For Bruno. Ball is loose, taken back, but out of bounds off of Foxboro. This should come back to the Panthers. Throw in coming for the homestanding Panthers. All the way through. Still charging is Zub. This should be a corner kick coming up for the Panthers. No, they're going to say it was off sub. I beg your pardon. Off sub. It'll be a goal kick coming for Foxboro. 11 minutes to go in the game. Sugaris. The kick on the left side. Villela got to it. Villela again gets to it and controls it back to Sinelli for the Panthers. They'll go all the way back to Hamilton. Hamilton will come forward and one-time it up for Cassidy Carmignani. O'Connor on the left wing. Carmignani tries to find her, cannot. And a nice kick the other way by Foxboro. Settled down by Sinelli, but to Foxboro. Villela with it. Ava for Kelly O'Connor. To the middle of the field. No, let's check that. That was Megan Griffith. Now O'Connor, that familiar left corner, her left-footed shot is caught on one hop by Sugaris. And we play on with Franklin holding the 2-goal lead. We go under 10 minutes in the game. Sugaris with the goal kick. Griffith gets to it but kicks it out of bounds, and be a sub coming in for Foxboro, and one at the table waiting to come in is going to be for Franklin, Celine Hamad. Ball is down to the back line, controlled by the Panthers at midfield. Chipped forward by Bruno. It's going to roll out of bounds. And it'll be a throw-in for Foxboro. Maddie Horton stops it. Back for Sinelli, back to Horton. 9 minutes to go in the game. Now Hamilton will have a touch. Jill for Cassidy Carmignani. Give and go back to Carmignani. O'Connor looking for that familiar breakaway. They get it to her on the left wing. One defender back. O'Connor dribbling through and is blocked nicely by Foxboro. That's a good play. Headed back by Carmignani. And it's going to be out of bounds. That play was turned in beautifully by Foxboro on the one-on-one move against O'Connor. I'll tell you who made the play for the Warriors. It was Lindsay Resnick, the senior defense player. Throw in coming for Villela. Ava controlling it. O'Connor holding it. Back to Carmignani. She checks the space and centers it up for Zub. Zub back out on the right wing. Villela has it. Franklin with a good possession brewing. Left-footed boot. Comes up for Griffith. Megan holding. The shot is blocked by a defender. Kicked back out. Franklin keeps it in. Villela. Back for Allie Powderly. Allie spin move. In front for Villela. She chips it forward. and nobody's going to be home, but Franklin just couldn't quite get to it in time, and it'll be a goal kick coming for Foxboro. So Foxboro will start things off. We're under 7.5 to go. Blasted out. Franklin turns it back. Mentioned Franklin's next game against Taunton. Foxboro's next game will be home against Sharon. And that's also on September 19th when Franklin plays Taunton here at Piscini Stadium. We have 6 minutes and 41 seconds to go. Franklin 2, Foxboro no score. Let's check it. A long blast by Carmignani. That was a bender that came floating in on a nice blast by Carmignani, but it was caught by Sugaris. So Carmignani played some last year, seeing more action as a sophomore this year. Franklin with the steal inside the 50. Villela, Ava, a junior with the control. Far side, back to Ava Villela. Franklin working beautifully. The centering pass, the header there is blocked. And coming out to Carmignani. Cassidy makes a move through. Her blast is going to be wide. And letting it go is Ali Sugaris. 5:39 to go here in the game. Franklin with 2 goals in the second half. And so far, a shutout in the combined goalkeeping of Rachel Welch, the senior, and Jill Hamilton, the sophomore. Sugaris, the senior, kicks it out. Villela can't control. Bruno chases it down. Can Powderly get to it? No, she cannot. The ball will go over to Foxboro. Coming up on 5 minutes here in the game. Franklin controlling it. Carmignani. Ava Workman with it. Ava, left-footed boot is going to be wide and go past the back line, the end line. Workman, the senior. And so we have 5 minutes up on the clock, which means the officials are controlling the rest of the action, controlling the clock from the field. And Foxboro, again, has struggled to find offense here today. The defense has not been bad. Franklin penetrated it twice, however, with successful goals. Villela and company on the right wing. And now out of bounds there off Powderly. Quick start for Foxboro. They throw it in, but nobody there. Franklin covers it back, and they send it to Sinelli. High deflecting ball spins through and out of bounds. In the game now for Franklin is Gwen Holland, the sophomore. Franklin puts it in play. Of this final 5, about 48 seconds gone. Carmignani getting a lot of experience as a sophomore in this game. For Sinelli, who's played well. Sinelli charging through, chips it through the defense. This is Workman. Ava gets to it, holds, cannot get the pass off. Still holding, and now it's going to be taken back by Foxboro. Ava Workman comes back with the centering pass. It's cleared through, and the blast there is wide on the blast by Franklin's Gwen Holland. And a goal kick coming for Sugaris. About 1:30 gone of the final 5. 3.5 to go in the game unofficially. Sent in. Chased down there by Holland. And it's booted right on goal on the blast from the far side. Nice look for the Panthers to get a good shot off. And that was taken that time by Gwen Holland. Here's Sugaris' kick high. Takes a Franklin bounce off of Villela. and controlled by Bruno. Back to Ava Villela. For Griffith, Foxboro unable to get their offense going. The Franklin defense been outstanding here today. All parts of the field. Villela keeps it in. Franklin eating precious time off the clock. Holland sends it on the right wing. Holland back to mix it up. Ball is going to be kept in bounds. Villela wins the battle, and she gets pushed. No call made. Here comes Foxboro. Foxboro with a rare advance with some open space. They center it up, spinning through, and now they leave it back deep. With it here is Erin Foley, the senior. Foley bumps in a contact made with Bruno, and the foul is called on Foley. So Bruno makes the play for Franklin, Kaylin Bruno, the senior. And unofficially, 3 minutes gone in the 5-minute final piece of this game. As Maddie Horton tees it up for Carmignani. Cassidy Carmignani. Ahead of the field, too strong, kicked out. Just relieving the pressure was Foxboro, and Franklin will have it with about a minute and a half to go in the game. Franklin sending the ball deep into the corner here, now out of bounds. Was it off Foxboro? Yes, it was. Throw in coming for Powderly. Allie gets to it, wins the speed there. Centering up for Workman, kicked out of bounds. Franklin will have it unofficially. 1 minute to go in the game. Powderly for Workman. Chipped back deep for Villela. Ava will go backwards to Sinelli. Franklin can kill some clock here for Carmignani. Cassidy sends one in for Workman. Can she get to it? No. Ava Workman too strong, but now only 33 seconds unofficially left in the game. Solid play for the Panthers. So far, they've kept Foxboro off the board. Carmignani, the double whistle ends it. Franklin wins it 2-0. Well, the first half was scoreless. Neither team came up with much in the way of offense. Franklin had some corners, but they couldn't finish it. And meanwhile, Foxboro just could not generate offense. Franklin, though, generates enough offense in the second half. They get 2 goals in the game, one by Kelly O'Connor at 31-21, and next it was Anya Zub on a nice pass from Vera Hansen at 23:01. So Franklin bunches their 2 goals within an 8-minute, 20-second span, and they keep the Warriors off the board. A shutout for the combined goalkeeping of Rachel Welch and Jill Hamilton. Franklin wins it. They go to 2-1 on the season with a 2-0 shutout. For Foxboro, they go to 1-3, and they've been shut out 2 straight games. That's going to do it for our coverage here tonight. We thank you for tuning in on Franklin TV and on YouTube. I'd like to thank our camera operator, Scott Tooker, and our producer and our director, Chris Flynn. Scott and Chris among the first to arrive and the last to leave. This is Pete Royce with the final score for the final time today. Franklin 2, Foxboro 0. Till next time.